Hi friends, my name is Dylan Theory, and today in this video we are going to talk about a theory regarding who attacked Kissy Missy after all. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel and give us some likes. Now, let's get started. After overcoming catnap with the prototype's assistance and rerouting the red smoke to the left tube in the gas production zone, we rendezvous with Poppy. She praises our achievements and offers insight into Playtime Co.'s truth by presenting a tape titled The Hour of Joy. Following its viewing, Kissy Missy guides us down to the bottom of the room via an elevator. Poppy assures Kissy Missy that we'll return the lift once we reach the bottom. However, during the descent, we hear Kissy Missy's distressed cries, with Poppy attempting to reach her urgently. Upon arrival, we sense an ominous presence, and Kissy Missy's desperate situation unfolds before us. With a sense of urgency, we rush to aid her, uncertain of the attacker's identity and the repercussions it may have on our journey ahead. The chapter concludes with a cliffhanger, leaving us pondering the motives behind the attack and its implications for our future endeavors. Let's explore various theories regarding the events surrounding Kissy Missy's attack, starting with the least probable scenarios. When Kissy Missy is initially assaulted, pay attention to the noise she makes. Does it ring a bell? Interestingly, it's reminiscent of the sound Huggy Wuggy makes during his jump scares. But why would Kissy Missy emit such a sound? Some speculate that Huggy Wuggy himself made the initial noise. However, if both were present in the room, it would create inconsistencies. Furthermore, despite Kissy Missy's screams, only her footsteps are audible. There are no additional footsteps to suggest Huggy Wuggy's involvement. Additionally, how could Huggy Wuggy have arrived at the scene and attacked Kissy Missy so swiftly? While his hunger drove his attack on us in the first chapter, it doesn't explain his actions here. This raises doubts about Huggy Wuggy's role and the true nature of the events surrounding Kissy Missy's distressing encounter. Let's consider the potential involvement of Huggy Wuggy in the assault on Kissy Missy. Initially depicted as compliant, Huggy Wuggy's behavior underwent a transformation after exposure to the prototype's influence, resulting in aggression, particularly when provoked. However, the mystery deepens when we ponder how Huggy Wuggy could have survived his presumed demise in Chapter 1. The scenario hints that he may have landed in a body of water, although it seems improbable that the water encountered in Chapter 3 could have cushioned his fall, given its distance from Poppy's walkway. Consequently, if Huggy Wuggy is not the perpetrator, who else could have targeted Kissy Missy? While many point fingers at the prototype, the lack of concrete evidence casts doubt on this theory. Typically, the prototype intervenes with toys exhibiting heretic tendencies, which does not align with Kissy Missy's behavior. Thus, the true identity of Kissy Missy's attacker remains obscured, leaving us with a perplexing mystery. Exploring the likelihood of the prototype's involvement in the assault on Kissy Missy is crucial. We must consider the prototype's potential interest in ensuring Huggy Wuggy remains obedient. Any deviation from this obedience could jeopardize the prototype's concealed objectives. However, there's also a possibility that the prototype had a hand in the attack itself. To grasp this, let's revisit the playhouse scene where Dog Day recounts his situation. In his dialogue, he mentions the prototype's sway over the toys, which can be interpreted in two ways. Firstly, the prototype might possess the ability to manipulate minds, leading individuals astray. Alternatively, the prototype might exert significant control over other toys, making defiance challenging. If we entertain the former interpretation, it's plausible that the prototype attempted to influence Kissy Missy, triggering her erratic actions. This could explain the absence of additional sounds during the attack. It's conceivable that Kissy Missy's distress stems mainly from psychological manipulation, laying the groundwork for potential revelations in subsequent chapters. The method used to transform Huggy Wuggy from obedient to ruthless may also be applied to restore Kissy Missy to her former good nature. However, at present, we lack concrete evidence to draw conclusions. We are unable to witness Kissy Missy's situation firsthand, and our only source of information is auditory. Throughout the game, there has been no indication that Kissy Missy has any adversaries, and the only character associated with her is Huggy Wuggy, who supposedly perished in Chapter 1. With no apparent motives for anyone to attack Kissy Missy, it's plausible that someone else orchestrated the assault. This leads me back to the prototype, who instead of directly carrying out the attack, may have dispatched another character to do so, potentially a character yet to be introduced. Speculation abounds not only about the events of the next chapter, but also about who will serve as its primary antagonist. Given that Chapter 4 is unlikely to be the final installment, there is much more to uncover. Given that the prototype cannot be the ultimate adversary, we must consider the possibility that the assailant who targeted Kissy Missy may emerge as the primary antagonist in Chapter 4. While this notion may seem speculative, our current evidence is limited. Furthermore, following the altercation with Kissy Missy upon departing Home Sweet Home, Poppy alerts us on the elevator that catnap was the last obstacle placed before us by the prototype. Poppy's declaration raises questions about how she obtained this information. However, delving deeper into this matter belongs to another theory. Notably, Kissy Missy's attack prompts scrutiny about its circumstances. Observation reveals that Kissy Missy was attacked near the lever controlling the lift, positioned with the room's entrance directly behind her. This proximity suggests that the assailant could have targeted her from the room's entrance. The assailant who attacked Kissy Missy likely infiltrated the room stealthily before launching the assault. This casts doubt on Huggy Wuggy being the primary culprit, as his character doesn't suggest a stealthy approach. Similarly, Catnap, known for his stealthiness, has been eliminated as a suspect due to his recent demise. While Boxy Boo is considered stealthy, there are numerous reasons why he may not be the attacker. However, one group of characters that could potentially fit the bill is the mini smiling critters. In a previous segment, I mentioned Kissy Missy's frantic movements and screams, which could suggest an attempt to control her. But what if these actions were caused by the mini smiling critters attaching themselves to her, disorienting her in the process? Judging from Kissy Missy's distressing screams, it appears she's not fighting back but rather calling for help. However, it's challenging to attribute the attack to any specific character without concrete evidence. Since we only hear Kissy Missy's presence in the room, our deduction must rely on identifying the perpetrator based on their malevolent intentions. Now, we're compelled to speculate on how this event alters the narrative trajectory and what lies ahead in the subsequent chapter. Firstly, we must unravel Poppy's motive for leading us deeper into Playtime Company. She has repeatedly emphasized the imperative of eliminating the prototype, suggesting that our descent into this new area serves this purpose. However, with Kissy Missy's attack, the storyline may pivot towards prioritizing her rescue and uncovering the identity of her assailant. Subsequently, we may return to our original objective of confronting the prototype, although there's a looming concern that time constraints may impede our success. So that's all I have for you for today. Don't forget to share your theories in the comments. I look forward to reading them. Also, don't forget to put likes, subscribe to the channel, and watch my other videos. I wish everyone the best of luck and see you soon.